It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
We've just been through a remarkable night in American presidential politics, the night of the second presidential debate of 2016, Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. In a remarkable first 30 minutes, things that I've never seen said between two presidential candidates were said directly face-to-face between these two candidates, or maybe not face-to-face because they weren't really willing to look at each other very much. But Hillary Clinton said Donald Trump is unsuited to be president of the United States, not fit to be the commander-in-chief. Donald Trump said if he were elected president, he would have his attorney general appoint a special prosecutor to investigate her and her use of an email, and he said that she should probably be in jail. These are remarkable things for presidential candidates to say in any setting, from long distance or through surrogates or in advertising campaigns, but in this case they were said directly to each other on a debate stage before a national audience. It was a remarkable loss of the usual decorum that has held in political debate in this country for a long time. Then something equally interesting happened. A different kind of debate evolved, and Donald Trump, who seemed back on his heels after the assault, which was set off by a conversation about the disclosure of a tape in which he talks about advancing on married women and how he goes about seeking out women in general, that put him back on his heels. But once that onslaught was passed, a more conventional debate broke out, still pretty nasty, but one in which he did a much better job of defending his policies and taking the offensive on things like Obamacare, on how to approach Syria, on how to deal with relations with Russia. An interesting tax debate between two candidates who have very different views of what taxes and tax policy are really all about in this country. And I think on those points, Donald Trump seemed to recover. If the question was, could he recover from a very, very bad stretch of the last few days in which many in his party abandoned him, stop the bleeding and get back on his feet, I think by the end of the night, he had done that. That's not enough, obviously, to recover lost ground, but it was the essential task he had to perform on Sunday night in St. Louis. I think that was accomplished.